Alright, we're back for round 3 of week 3 of season 22. I already did my attacks. Got a pretty good score, not as good as yesterday, but this time we had to deal with a 4 diamond Annihilus. So as you can see, it still worked, but not as efficient. And then it was just a matter of killing everything else with good efficiency as well, because once again, Combat Errors has a lot on offense, so hopefully we don't lose to efficiency, but let's see how everything went. Starting with stage 1, the classic Enduring Warriors Mummy versus Phoenix Force, Minerva, and Phantom Rider. This is a pretty common defense these days, and Daring Warriors is, I guess, rarer on offense than defense, but this kind of eats it alive and fairly efficiently as well, even at max level. Which this account has basically a lot of diamonds on things, as you'll see, so this is also a pretty good limit test, but the defense itself wasn't that hard, so as you can see, this is kind of just going through the motions. Yeah, again, Minerva just seems to basic for whatever reason. I don't understand why she isn't using her ultimate. Special I can understand, but her ultimate, I don't know, maybe there's something weird with blind being on her, so she avoids doing it. But otherwise, Phantom Rider does an ultimate, sure. My Daredevil did get hit quite a bit here from the combination of Magneto and Phantom Rider, which is kind of surprising. Never at threat of dying, but wasn't expecting to be in yellow either. Thrasher goes. We also have quite a few vulnerables on Omega Red, which is always great. As you can see here, Daredevil goes, gets him pretty low, especially with a kill for an extra ping. And then Speedball gets to go as well. He resisted that ability block, but died to the ISO. Well, I don't know if that was the ISO or the application of the other ability block, but yeah, in general, Omega Red should always die to Speedball, assuming, you know, large enough. And then it's basically over because there's no revives with Eclipse, so you can kind of just blast away. This guy's an asshole and dodges quite a lot, but it doesn't really matter because Eclipse ultimate will just kill them all. And then I did actually pause here because I wanted to make sure to maximize my efficiency for this round because I really want to go 2-1 this week. So yeah, pretty standard and pretty easy. Stage 2, I'm not going to show this because it's a Damon comp. You've seen this 20 billion times. This was a pretty big team as well, so I was a little paranoid. Also, you know, what is it, boost level 3. Not a lot of, I think only one person died in the initial hit, and then everyone died on the second hit, so I did get a mini heart attack during this attack, but clearly it worked. The only thing to consider with this, though, is that if you have Accursed on offense, you could just use raw Accursed here and just take this for free. The only thing you need to be careful of is you don't want to kill Shaw, because Shaw will get exposed on him, which then enables Helverine to do big damage. So, and especially if this guy is huge, I don't know if he's ever gonna die before Helverine goes. It might mean you have to finesse your Azazel, but yeah, if you have Accursed, you can save Odin by just kind of slow playing on Shaw. So I think you still do the ultimate with Satana, but then you do the special on Azazel, and you probably hit Cannonball instead of Shaw again with Hood, and then you kind of just blow them up because of the exposed on this guy. Because Helverine without exposed does like half damage and doesn't apply any debuffs. With exposed, he will just flip everything and apply ability block to everyone and heal block, and they just fall over. So yeah, I still Damon this because I didn't really know where else to use him, but just be aware if you see this, you can actually get away with something cheaper, but I just don't have Accursed on offense. So moving on to 3, another symbiote variation, but again, this is kind of the problem with these, that they're not really stopping anything, so it does kind of end up being a free Thunderstrike room, and I also had Mephisto left over, so I could like ultra overkill this. So let's see. So yeah, Kahori also made her a skirmisher so I can get vulnerables. With no crits around, you just leave Blastar as a striker. And I also let the Darkness go on to Thunderstrike because I don't need a Darkness auto to get to 5 when I have Kahori and Mephisto here. So him as a striker is the most damage and no Darkness. So hit into Blue Marvel to get some stuff onto him. We special on him to do permanent damage to basically guarantee he's gonna die. Then we tickle this guy, mostly because he had a vulnerable, so I wanted to make sure I get my 5 stacks. Another Mephisto basic into the next biggest threat, which is Null, and he's got a shitload of debuffs and permanent damage, and all these defense downs. And then you do a 5 bomb burst with offense up, and it just falls over. So if you're not taxing Blast and Thunderstrike anywhere, this is somewhat of a big waste, honestly, because, you know, you took out Blue Marvel and Null and all the new symbiotes for not free, but again, the combination of your defense is what matters, not what you have in one room. And I had a lot left over, so that was it. Moving on to room 4. So hopefully this is not what cost me the win. I did something that made my sentry die and could have actually gone worse because in my mind, the whole concept here is you just bring a bunch of characters that are faster and you can kill them before they take a turn. Obviously, Captain Britain doesn't do anything here. Or sorry, Captain Britain means I can't bring Speed Bar to get ahead of anyone. But I could have brought Emma here. Or I probably could have brought Fury as well. But I figured I could just also bring a bunch of characters that go ahead because I thought Songbird would give offense down to everyone, so even if these two get to go before me, then I'll still be fine, which, spoiler, they did. So I do this, and as long as Mephisto dies, I'm at no risk of losing either way. And you can see he kind of already does. Then Kestrel gets to go. She doesn't hurt too much, but, you know, still, actually she does hurt a lot. It's kind of weird. I feel like she hits like a wet noodle whenever I use her. How big is she? It's kind of weird. G20, 3 diamonds. Yeah, I mean, she's got good damage. I don't know. I've been very underwhelmed whenever I've had her on defense. She doesn't really ever seem to hit very hard, but I guess these characters just aren't super tanky, but still, even Odin took a big chunk. Then his Quasar performs an ultimate. Now here's the problem. I gave him offense down, and she shook it off, so it's, you know, Songbird to do anything there either. The problem is, and I didn't realize this, is, whoops, that flip all negative effects on this character and healer for 15% of max health. So I gave him offense up, basically. Songbird was not a good choice here because boop, he killed my sentry, barely didn't kill my Quasar, which would have sucked. And I mean, he didn't take too much damage, but yeah, I kind of killed my own sentry here by giving him offense up through the offense down. And I could have just brought something else, but I didn't actually remember that he flips, so that kind of sucked. But at least I get an early void, and then, you know, from here on out, it's whatever. I did push Thanos here, which also kind of sucked, but I mean, as long as my Odin gets to take a turn, all that lost efficiency is going to go away. It also kind of sucks that you can kill your own Void because you decay his death proof, which is really unfortunate because maybe that could have saved me a couple of turns. But anyway, here's all my efficiency back, minus the death, which unfortunate. But at this point, they're just going to kill themselves because, you know, my Odin is alive, and the more turns they take, the better it is for me. Irrelevant. So yeah, maybe I could have saved myself a sentry death. I don't know. Maybe he would have died anyway because of all the assists and how he loses health every turn, but I suspect he would have been fine. So even when he stays alive, you do lose some efficiency anyway because of the permanent damage. So I don't know. I think I lost like 3 efficiency here, if I'm being honest, because even when you have like a perfect match, you end up with 19 health because of sentry, and this ended up being a 16 on health. So sentry dying is not the worst, but it did cost a little bit of efficiency. Stage 5. So this was limit testing because there's a 4 diamond Annihilus here, which, you know, I've never had to kill before. So there was a question of, can I survive this, and can I actually even get the rod off him? Because when I tried this against Johnny's at 5 diamonds, that was versus Exalted, but still, I barely just could not get the rod off of him. Clearly, it worked. Definitely way less efficient, though, than a 1 diamond, because usually I don't lose anyone, and in this case, I lost Darkstar, and my team took a bunch of hits. That does make me worry a little bit once Eclipse gets her diamonds, that maybe this will get even spicier, but we'll have to find out. So still, I can't get over how hard an Annihilus hits. Like, this guy is Oh, I can't pull up this. Oh, no, I can't. So let's see. How much health? So yeah, my breaker has 37 base. So let's just say he's 40 million with the extra buffs, etc. He just got hit with 20 million, which I guess in the replay we'll see what the number is, but it's so much damage, dude. But anyway, I return the favor. So I do a shit ton of damage to him and give him a bunch of vulnerables and an ability block, which is perfect. Then he does not heal up from this. He does heal up a little bit, but then we do special. Into a striker. Into a Darkstar ping, and that is what gets the rod off of him. So definitely cutting it close, because you saw the special didn't do too much damage to him, but then the combination of ping plus ISO is what got him to drop the rod. Now I just need to survive a bunch of hits. I also don't know why people keep taking out Daredevil and replacing with JJ, because Daredevil is way better. Especially against this, I guess, because he will do a bunch of damage. I'm pretty sure if he was here, I would have lost some members, because I did not really kill any of the what they call Daring Warriors before they got a turn. I kind of just tunneled in on Eclipse because I was sure I could kill her, and I was worried that I don't think I'd be able to get any of the others. But with no, actually wait, Thrasher's, oh no, Thrasher's over there, what am I saying? But yeah, with Daredevil, you take way more damage before you circle back to your next abilities, so I don't know, maybe I would have killed Daredevil instead. It's an odd choice to me, because even if you assume you do an IMX sack, JJ's not really gonna do anything? I don't know, maybe because he was 5 diamonds, but anyway, good for me, bad for them. So you'll see my Annihilus is still kind of struggling to stay alive. Like, the good thing about having him as a raider is that sometimes you get those crits which heal for way more than what a striker guaranteed hit is gonna do. So it definitely gets a little weird here. Ooh. Yeah, here's where I lose Darkstar. This guy is just taking so much damage. But I get back to my ultimate. Pew, 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 pew. Honestly, this guy would have been so much healthier if he hadn't gotten, I'm guessing, crit. But yep, he gets to take another turn because there's speed up on the table. Unfortunately, does not die to Annihilus. Gives a bunch of death proofs, so I lose some turn efficiency here as well. Speedball ultimate does remove Rod, but it's my natural turn to take, and I mean, at this point the fight is over. It's just a matter of efficiency loss, and I think this ends it because of the this will end it. So yeah, it still works against 4 diamond. Also pretty large diamond team other than Eclipse for the Daring Warriors. This will definitely get spicier once Eclipse diamonds are in, and versus Daredevil, I still think it ends up a one-shot, but seeing how much damage this guy takes definitely gave me pause in terms of, could he survive a Daredevil instead of a Jessica Jones? I don't know, but as long as you've removed the rod from Annihilus, yours should still get ahead of everything and will heal. So he's not going to die, it's just, it'll definitely get spicier. And finally, stage 6. I have no idea what this is, but again, anything that Immortal can kill is free. I guess the expectation here is that you're using Immortal sack, so maybe this doesn't end up as free, but I'm pretty sure you would just use Insidious 6 here, but maybe they're also reserved for Annihilus sacks. I don't know. This is kind of a weird, feels like you have a lot of options room. I'm pretty sure you could Old Man Logan this as well, because they don't stop anything. The pinks from Executioner probably help, but otherwise this goes exactly the way you'd expect it to. Which is, you know, they take 2 turns because they have speed up, but they also don't have special, so they don't do anything. You stun Executioner, so he never gets to do any damage. Jean does her thing and rewinds them all even more. But yeah, if you use Insidious 6 here, they'd all have slows, and you'd have all speed ups. Well, actually, you wouldn't have speed up, but they'd all have slow, because Shuri would stop it, but you could just bring Old Man Logan as well. I had him spare. Like, I had so many options here, but this felt like the most efficient, safest one, because they also get drained, so they keep healing back what they lose from the room rule. So I figured that was a good idea. I probably could have ended this 1 or 2 turns earlier, but I did more damage than I thought I would do. I was expecting to get back to Storm faster, but they all kind of just fall over. I got a lot of assists into the right people. Like I didn't need to give Cable his second turn, for example, because this also didn't kill it. So I lost 1 or 2 turns, I guess you could argue, but still ends with Storm Ultimate. So yeah, that was all 6 rooms. Stay tuned to see if we actually won this round or not. And looks like we got the win this week, so we went 2-1. I lost 7 in round 1, gained 7 in round 2, so whatever I get today will be my plus for the week. Last week I went 2-1 and lost a point, so it'll be good to gain some this week. And I'm number 6 right now, so hopefully can get to maybe 5, depending on what these folks did above me. But yeah, 5 or 6 probably for this week. See you next time.